Hello, good evening, Daniel. I think you are on mute.
Sorry about that. Good evening, Regina. It's nice
It's
to.
fine. It's fine. Yeah. So, good evening to all the people watching us from wherever we are or you are. This is PMP Alumni Talks by Step Up Business School. And today I have with me Daniel Mould, who is going to share his experience about he becoming a PMP. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, Regina. Thanks for having me.
Yes, nice having you. It's been a great and wonderful evening to have you here join me. Can you please tell us something small about yourself?
So, my name is Daniel Ghartey. I am a senior supply chain officer with Cocoa Processing Company in Tema.
Okay. So as a senior supply chain officer, what actually motivated you to become a PMP?
For me, it's been two main reasons. One, it's a personal desire to understand project management much better. And secondly, as a supply chain professional who has been practicing for the past 8 years, I came to the realization that I could be much more effective in supply chain if I understood project management much more better. So it was for these two main reasons. One, a personal desire to understand project management more. And two, the belief that supply chain and project management coexist. To be better in supply chain management, I needed to understand and gain project management skills.
Hmm. Wonderful. And so when you decided to become a PMP, you decided to also choose or do your PMP prep class with Step Up Business School. How did you get to know about Step Up Business School and what was your experience coming to Step Up Business School?
So when I decided to pursue the PMP program, of course, I had to decide on a school that I was going to that was going to assist me in preparing for the PMP exam. And fortunately, I came across Step Up Business School on Instagram, social media. And I went through
Oh,
the school's profile. I saw the recommendations. I saw the reviews. I saw the all the good stuff. I saw a lot of good stuff about the school. So I decided to pursue it. I took the chance, got in touch with the school, paid my tuition and joined the school's training program. And it's been fantastic ever since. I mean, the support, the responsiveness, the customer service, the facilitators are very knowledgeable. And it has felt like a family now. I mean, it's been just amazing.
mm, yeah. I remember very well when you were coming to write your exam, and I was very new in Step Up. I have to assist you to do your check-in for your exam. But then it looks like you have been prepped already, so you knew everything that you were supposed to do. And I was technically doing nothing. I was just standing by you, looking at what you were doing. That was so awesome. I mean, being there, and seeing that you knew what you were to do was wonderful to me. That's okay. So even though he's just a student, but he knows what to do in this point in time, even though he's also writing the exam at our place. But how was it like? How did you get to know everything before you got to the exam day?
In fact, this was all thanks to the school. So after we finished with the tuition period, I joined the program that lasted for a month. After we finished and I expressed my interest to take the exam, the school decided to support me with some sample questions and other materials that I could use in preparing. In fact, I must admit that at some point I felt it was getting a bit too much because anytime I completed a sample questions, I thought that would have been the end, but I kept on getting introduced to more and more of them. I lost count of the number of sample questions I answered. Probably more than 20, if my memory serves me right. It was a lot, and it took a lot of effort. I had to sit down for
Wow.
long hours. Some of the sample questions had as much as 180 questions in it, some a few, maybe 60. But you can imagine sitting down to solve these sample questions, going through the school's materials. And I also had at the back of my mind, I mean, thanks to the school again, that I could not afford to leave anything out. I had to
Yeah.
go over everything. And the school's materials they give a better like summary, a detailed summary of the materials that we could find in a PM book. So it was
Mhm.
easier to understand what the school's materials they gave. And each time I took the PM book, I knew what was I was about, mainly because of the materials I got from Step Up Business School. So yes, that's how I managed to find my way around this program.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Because yeah, I mean you were really ready for whatever that you were coming to do that day when I met you. And so how was your preparation? Like how many months did you take to prepare for this exam? What were some of the things that you did specially or uniquely to help you get yourself prepared and ready for the exam?
Well, I'll say it took me about 3 months, but that was also mainly because at the time I was doing my master's program, so I had to combine that as well as I mean, I'm a full-time employee, so combining these three things was a bit challenging,
Mhm.
but I managed to pull through thanks to the support from the school. So that was how it was. It took about 3 months. Went through all the materials. It took a lot of dedication. I had to commit long hours to solving these sample questions, going over the materials. I mean, getting back in touch with the school, asking questions, getting assistance. It's That's how it was. That's how it went. Mm.
So, did you have any timetable or study plan that you followed to help you do all this, or how did you do it?
Yes, I did. So I have a personal study timetable that I commit at least 2 hours each
Mm-hmm.
day to study in. So 2 hours each day on weekdays from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. I sit down and I go over as much as I can on weekdays. On weekends, depending on my schedule, the 2 hours can either be in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening, depending on how my days. But bottom line is that I must spend some 2 hours reading some material.
Yeah. So you never had a day off that's today I'm tired. I just came back from work. I was stressed, so I'm not doing any 2 hours today. Every time, any day, you were supposed to commit that 2 hours. You were very dedicated to the 2 hours, you mean?
Yes, I was very dedicated to
Oh,
it. In fact, I
oh.
I
I
I
think I need
believe.
that kind of energy from you and for other people who are preparing to write the exam to commit that kind of time to study. I always tell some of the students that I coach that it is very important that you are very dedicated and committed to the time that you commit to study because PMP needs consistency. If you are not very consistent, you might not be able to do it. So I understand why you said you never wanted a day to slip off without you studying, without you dedicating that 2 hours that you have said or decided you commit to study, making sure that it doesn't slip away. Yeah. So fast forward, moving from there, how has PMP changed your life? Now you are called Daniel Mould PNP. How has it changed your life? What opportunities has it brought to your life? What are some of the things that you can count on because you are PMP? Can you share with us?
First of all, it has enhanced my credibility significantly. I mean,
Okay.
the PNP credential after my name is giving me such a boost in terms of
All
credibility.
right. Then you
Yes,
shake your shoulders small.
exactly, exactly. It's secondly, the skills I got from the training have helped me in so many ways. One, now I realize that my ability to plan has improved significantly. My
Okay.
ability to gather and deploy resources has also improved. My ability to delegate has also improved. My
Mhm.
stakeholder management skills has also improved.
I
And
can see you. You look all refreshed. You look very relaxed because you know what you are doing, and if you know what you are doing, there's not much stress for you. And from what you are saying, that's what I'm picking from it. I don't know
and
if
that's one
there
of
is
the
to that.
and that's one of the beautiful things that you get from a PMP qualification. It gives you the confidence
Oh.
to know what you are about, that it
Mhm.
eliminates a lot more uncertainty and lets you to work effectively and efficiently. So yeah, the PMP credential
Yeah.
is a must-have.
It's a must-have indeed. It's a must-have. So if you have done the training or the prep class with Step Up or with any institution and you are looking forward to do your exam and you are afraid, you are thinking of how to go about it, I think this is a word for you. It's a must-have. It's a must-have. Really dedicate time and do it because when you have it, it's going to really take away some of the stress that you're going through this time. Yeah, so what are some of the opportunities that it has brought your way?
So like I said, it's enhanced my credibility. It
Mm-hmm.
has also positioned me to take on much more project management roles in my company. Now, whenever we have a project, I play a key role in it. I support by playing key responsibilities, taking on key responsibilities in this project. So yes, and that
Yeah.
has been a main benefit I've received from it. But of course, for people out there who are not closer to me, it's also about their credibility. I've had a few people come to me for some advice here and there, and it's all because they see a
Mhm.
certain credential after my name. So yeah,
Senior consultant. Please, should I come and see you as well?
praise.
Yes, and I mean that is the beauty of becoming a project manager, a professional project manager, not the sideways or the roadside project managers. You need to be certified. So, moving on so that we can wrap up with what we are doing here or with our conversation here. What are some of the things that you would say to encourage or motivate people who are there and they are now thinking of writing the exam? They are even wondering whether they will pass the exam. What are the words that you want to say to encourage them that they should stick to whatever that they are doing and they will be able to do it? I think last week I had a discussion with one lady who came to take the class, and right after the class, she saw she had a lot of things to cover and was overwhelmed and was like, no, maybe PMP is not for me. I'm sure there are a lot of people who, after going through the training, they are like, oh no, maybe PMP is not for me. What do you want to tell them to encourage them that no, PMP is for everybody? It's not just for one person, it's not just for Daniel Mould. You can also do it as so. What do you want to tell them?
So yes, PMP is for everybody. It's for anybody who is committed to success. It's for anybody who is dedicated to their personal and professional growth. There's a lot of misconception that I call it misconception because there's a lot of misconception that the PMP exam is difficult and one can easily fail. But I call it a misconception because so long as one is committed, shows much more interest and dedicated to their efforts, there's nothing like failure.
Hmm.
All you need to do is to have a plan. For me, 2 hours every day worked for me. You can also come up with a plan that suits your schedule, that suits your learning needs. You should have a plan that encourages you to be consistent with your learning. And with that, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Just commit time to reading all the materials, solving all the sample questions, engaging others. And in some cases, you could even watch videos on YouTube to get some tips on how to prepare for the exam. With that, you'll be confident. You'll be confident enough to sit down, write the exam, and pass once. So there's very little
Amazing.
to be
Amazing.
worried about.
Confident enough.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's really true. There's nothing to worry about. You just need to plan. And because of that, I have put together a plan for students that they can modify to suit their own ways of study so that it will help them and guide them in preparing for the exam. So like Daniel said, there's nothing to worry about it. You need to just plan and stick to your plan, be dedicated, be committed to it, and you'll be able to do it. Yes, so if you are to rate Step Up, what would be your rate, Daniel? Tell me.
Okay. So the customer service has been good, like I said.
Mm-hmm.
The responsiveness was also good. I mean, the school has has shown a lot more care, interest in our progress. School has now created a family of people, I mean, beyond the exam. I mean, considering all of this, I'll give the school a 5-star rating.
5 star. Oh,
Yeah.
that's amazing. Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
And so, but then let me say this quickly. I didn't see you at the PMP's dinner last December. I hope this year I'm seeing you.
This year, I'll make sure I'll try to be there. Last year, I had
So you
trouble, so I
mentioned
couldn't make it.
family. If you are talking about family, then I should see you in family activities.
Yes,
I shouldn't be seeing you
I'll be
hiding.
there. I'll be
Yes,
there. I'll be there.
yes, yes. Okay, so thank you. And then I don't know if you have any last thing that you want to say to encourage, to uplift, to anybody out there watching us today.
So maybe a few words, which we have already said. Do not be discouraged. Have a plan. Be self-motivated. Discuss with your peers, your colleagues, and prepare enough. Do not underestimate the process. Do not be overconfident. Go over all the materials. And anytime you come across something you do not understand, you get in touch. You can get in touch with the facilitators at Step Up Business School. They would extend a helping hand, and that would be it. That is just what you need to succeed.
That is just what you need to succeed. And so, with this said, we know the way to succeed. And so, if you are still planning and preparing for your PMP exam, this is a word to you that is just the way to succeed. If you don't understand anything, reach out to the instructors, reach out to Regina, reach out to Kwabena, reach out to Charles at Step Up Business School, and then we will support you and give you all the necessary details that you need for you to prepare for your exam. So this is where today we will end our alumni talks. See you next Friday. Bye.
Bye.